What's up, everybody, and welcome back to SN Software Flutter Full Stack series. In this episode, we are going to focus on building a full authentication system, UI and UX. Let's take a look for what we are going to build. All right, so this is our application. Where if you go to welcome screen, start application, go to login. So I want to show you our login system. We got login, registration. We got also back to login. Forgot password. So for forgot password also you can restart the password. Okay, so let's take an action. Let's go on. Try to create an account. So I can try to create an account and see what happens. First of all, we want to work on a validation system. So handling errors. So if I try to sign up, you see that we are getting errors that full name, email, password, all of these are required. Another thing is if you see that this button is completely disabled, but if I check agreed to the terms and service, you see that now the button is enabled. So user can also click to view the terms and service. So you can choose to show it from here or load from the web, from the website. Also policies, all of that. So once click, you get this error. Right. Let's go also to login. If I try to login, you see that we get the same error. You get also the error. Even here, you get the error. So we got validation system where you need to validate even email. If I try to put something here which is not email, and also put any password here. So if I try, we get that they enter a valid email. So we are going to walk. I'm going to walk you through the steps to how to build this. So we're going to build this from scratch and complete all of this. So my name is Shaban Msomba, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel and also like our video. And if you want, you can also join our membership. Join the membership to get access to source code, full source code, and more support. Let's get started. Okay, so I assume you have your project ready to get started. If you don't have, you can watch our previous episode from our Flutter series, how you can create your Flutter app and start designing and building. All right, so this is my project. I can open this with VS Code. And also, I'm going to run this project in a real device. So I have an Android device connected to my Windows machine. So I'm going to use a mirror here to monitor my app from this computer here. Right. My project is actually here. This is the project. So to run this project in my window machine, I can use command here flutter clean. So I want to clear the build and flutter run. So this will clean and start building again. Make sure that you are using a git bash. You can use git bash because this command cannot work on a window or PowerShell. So if you are using PowerShell, make sure to just run one by one. You can run flutter clean. After that, and then after that, you can run flutter run. Okay, let's try this. So this will clear the build and start again, start a fresh build. Okay, so just meant to take a couple of seconds. Let's wait for it, and I'll see you in a second. All right, so our project was launched, or the app was launched successfully. So this is the app currently running. So if I open here, you see the app. So I can also show you the launch screen. Let me just go to, I will try to close the app. So this is the one, startup app. So if I click, now this is the one you launched. And remember, we created this, all of this in our previous episode. If you didn't watch this, please go ahead and watch how to create a splash screen, to create app layout, all of this. Right. One of the layout we created last time, which was this one. So we can also go ahead and customize this for small screen, all of that. This. Okay, but let's walk through what we are going to do first of all. If you go to our original app, the startup with underscore, we got two apps here, startup with underscore. So if you go to this one, I want to show you what we want to start with. All right, so we want to start with registration screen. We can go to registration screen because you can see that if you manage to complete the registration screen, so for login and reset password, so that will be easy. We'll just duplicate the screen to handle the rest. All right, let's get started with the registration screen. All right, so to get started, we can go to our VS Code there. If you watch our previous video, you'll see that we organized our files, our app. So the structure that we got the core, data, layout, modules, widget, and many bandings, and main file or main function. So everything about the screens, we put them in here in modules, right? But widget, stuff like appbar, footer, or some component which is shared across the screens. So we put them in a widget here. Right. So if you go to our app right now here, uh, okay. So if you open the app, you see we don't have the app bar, the section here, but if you see the original app, you see that we got this title here. Right, so we can start with that so that we can get now the space to navigate between. So we need to do the app bar and then also add logo and start now the body. Let's start with the app bar. So we can go to widget. Widget here, create app bar. We don't have app bar so far, so we can create app bar which can be reused across the screens. App bar, or we can call it let's call it unauthenticated. Unauthenticated app bar. So because we want to have different type of app bars, if the user is authenticated, to show different type of app bar, and if it's not, to show a different one. So there's many way you can handle this, but for this one, this way we just want to do something we can share across the app, across the screens. Okay, so we can we can do stateless, stateless app bar or unauthenticated app bar, unauthenticated app bar, and then import. We can import the import material. So here, instead to return this, we can just return app bar, like this. So this app bar, we can pass a title. We can pass title, and then also passive is center. We can set something like center if you want to show if app bar can show it in the center or what. But you can do something like finally, because you want this to be dynamic. Finally, app bar, a title, and then also finally, we can do, for example, boolean. Says center is center. Is center. We can just set to false or true by default. So we can also pass it here. So that means don't pass this one. So here we can pass app bar, and we can also pass title. So for title, we can maybe choose if you want to show title. You see, for example, here we are not showing the app name. We are only showing the screen name. So that means here we can just show the screen, because the screen we are going to have a different screen. So for style, we can do style, since it's main screen. We can do like a theme dot text theme dot heading medium. Can do heading medium, or we can do heading medium or large, or title large. You can do title large, like that. What's this one? So we can get the theme. So if you want to get the theme, we can do for example, we can do funnel theme is equal to context. Get the theme from the context, like this. All right. So that means the rest of the things. So if you have much things to show, we can show them from here, the app bar. So we don't have to repeat the same thing across the screen. So now, where is our screen, our registration screen? So if you go to modules, you go to auth, and you'll see we got here everything about auth. If you go to view, you see that we got registration here. So registration, this is the only thing we have. So if we go back to we go back to our home page. This is the screen. So if you click getting start, we go to login. Login. But we want to, of course, login, but we also want to have a way to navigate to registration. But since we are in the login, we can just implement this one here. We can go to login, and here login. So another thing I want to show you, that if you go to app main layout, you see that we are passing the app bar here. We are passing app bar here, but we can just pass it dynamically. So we can pass app bar. We don't have it, so that means I can go to this one. If you got app bar, you pass app bar. So widget. So unless you make sure that is required, so that means you set as required. but we can also set the optional. Yeah? Let's see. If you have an app bar, we can do. If have app bar, we show app bar, else show unauthenticated. But you cannot show unauthenticated. Instead, we just want to show the app bar. So that means this one must exist because you don't want to show another option. Or you can do, this is app bar. So we show app bar if you have it, else you show this one here. Widget cannot be assigned to the tab parameter. Oh, so this one we have is a widget. So let's try to change this to app bar. Now the error is gone. So if you save that, okay. So what we are trying to do here is we show app bar if you have it. If you don't have, we show just default app bar. So if you show the default one, this is what you will get. You will just get the back icon. All right. All right, but before that, it's a couple of things here I want to show you. That here, so we cannot pass app icon. You cannot pass app bar because that will get an error. Instead, we can use preference. So preference size widget. So in this case, we want to have error. But also we must also update a couple of things in here. So that means we can go to unauthenticated. So this, first of all, here you see the same thing. Yeah? So we are not changing in this and this. This is still the same thing. But if you go to if you want, you can make it required. Right now is not required. If you can make it required, but if you go to authenticated here, we can implement. I can do implement preference size widget. This one, and then also we can try to update that to avoid also errors. So can do. So means that this one can do. Let's try what can be changed here. Yeah. All right. So here we can update this way. Yeah. So we can do. We can implement the preference size. Preferred size widget, and maybe correct this. Convert to convert this. Okay. So now we have app bar. So that means that we can fit different sizes. But you can also add this is app bar. We can add let's say background color. You can set background color if you want. You can set maybe to purple something. Say color dot not transparent. Do color dot purple. Dot purple. Which one can you use? Purple, like that. So you can save that for now. Okay, and okay, this is correct. This is right. So from now here, we can try to use the same thing. You can use now app bar. You pass that one here, and then also pass the title. Save that. So I can try to restart the app. Down here, you can start restarting the app. So we'll see what we get. You see, this is our app, and try to go to login. Yeah, this is what we get. So now we get the login here. Yeah. So it just depends if you want to change the color. So if you want to manage the color, sorry, this is our original application. I can actually close this one, and they go to this one. Yeah. All right. So it means that you can if you want to change now the color, you can just change the title color here. Title, you can say text to maybe text to white. So just depend. If you reload that, you see that the text now to white. So you can now understand that here we're just going to repeat the same thing. Copy this one, go to register. This way is register, and paste this one here, and call this register. Import it, and then also go to forgot password. Paste this one here, and go to reset password, and do the same thing. And we can also, you can even go to dashboard, sorry, about. If you go to this app, go to about. This is about. So you can even also update about. You can go to about, try to search for about view, because we are sharing the same app layout. So I can see that I can just paste this here, paste it, and import this. Reload, see what we get in here. So down here you see that we automatically have changed, but you can change now the and change the app title here. Let's say about, and let's say for example is center, let's say for example to false. Reload, and this is what we get. So that means I can copy this one, go to another screen, any other screen we have, contact us, do the same thing. So this is our way we can just create one component and share it between the component, or all over application. So help, whatever, any other application. So I can update this one. This is going to be support or help like this. Contact, is that contact? Can we change the name? Contact us. So if I restart our app, you'll see that now we got a different design automatically. So we don't have to go screen by screen to work on everything. If you go to see a couple of screen here, we didn't work on, we didn't correct. But you see that help is there, support. App is restarting. Give it time to restart. All right. Now we can go ahead and work on app logo. All right. So this is our app so far. So we need to implement a logo. So that means if you go to get started, we go to login, login or home page. So we need to see the logo. First thing, let's try to see. Okay, we need to add a logo here. I want to show you, if you go to, if you take this screenshot here, this is the logo, what I'm talking about. All right, so to do that, we can go to widget, go back to widgets here. You can add app logo. We don't have add app logo dot that. So for app logo, I have a logo already. I have my logo already. If you watch our previous video, so you already know how we can add image and load image. So this is my logo, and you must go to pub spec or pub spec pub spec, and go to asset. Asset, and this is how we load our image. You can what you can do actually, another way you can do it is add another folder here, asset, another asset and then register that, but we don't want to load it. We don't want to do that. You can do that if you want. Here we are loading all images which are within this directory here. Okay, you can close that. Now this is our app logo. So you need to load now the app. So I can do stateless. Just give it time. Stateless. So we want to create app logo, and I can import material UI. Material, sorry, material. Yeah, material UI is still the same thing. Okay, so a couple of things here we need to get. We can get double. We can do double size. So if means that if you pass size, optional. If you pass size, you can take it. Your finally also if you pass we can also do double. Sorry, not double, but boolean. Boolean is with text. Is with text. So if, for example, you want to pass text, text can also, it could be also optional. So we pass those two things here. All right. So the rest of the things, we can access major query, can do finally, finally screen. We want to get the screen size, screen wide, screen wide is equal to major query, major query dot of context. We take the size, and we can now get the let's say finally double logo size. Logo size is equal to size. If you have size, we take the size, and then we take the major query. We can take the major query, but what we want to do, we don't want to do that. We can take the size. We can check if is less than 400. We can do, if it's less than 400, we pass to is equal to 48. We can set, let's say, for example, 48. Else we can pass maybe else if screen size is less than, if screen size is less than 800, we, oh, it's less than 800. Yeah, we can pass 48. Else we pass maybe 64. Else 8. So this is how we set the screen size. Okay, so we can now we can pass different way. You can do, let's say, for example, row. How do you want to do this? We can pass row. So this is going to be row, and children, pass children like this. So we can pass load the image, and then just load logo. Our logo was PNG. It's a logo.png. You can see it up there. If you load that, make sure that you load the logo is accessible. So we can load the logo. So we can now pass the major query, but we don't want to pass. We don't want to do that way. Instead, we want to use. We can use circle avatar to get it rounded like this. So we can pass the radius now. You just pass this this guy here, this logo size. But we can pass logo size divided by 2. So to get 50% of the to get circle 50%. But another thing also, if you tap, I think if you see this image here, we want that if you tap on this logo, so that can redirect you back to welcome screen or home screen. So we can do something like, so just depend. So that means which one you want. You want to use the circle, you want to use the logo, or you want to also use the name. For the text, we want to pass text. We want to pass startup app. Startup app if it's text. And the logo, we don't want to pass my logo, my name, my image, but you can pass logo. And here we can wrap it with gesture detector to detect the tag. On tag, can do on tag. We can do get. Remember, we are handling the link or the screen navigation using the path, the link, the name. So I can do get dot to name, and we just want to go to login screen. So this depends. You can go to login screen or to home screen, but make sure to import the get like this. So you can save that. What else do you need to do in here? But if we have this, we want to do something here. We can do dot dot, and I can do const size. We want to get the box size at least, maybe to 12. Maybe I don't know how much size you want to pass, the wider, and then pass this guy here. So if we can go far away, that to check which position you want to show this logo, to show which one, how do you want to show the logo. You want to show it, you want to use a row or you want to use a column. So these are things you can do soon if you really want to go further with the designing. Okay, so I can save this. We want to see anything. Yeah, but we can also change we can fix this. Instead of doing the style this way, I like to do theme dot of context. Context of you have to remove the const text theme dot title, and can do the heading. Do title is a bit small. Title large. Title large dot width, so we can pass the font weight, and also pass the color. So I can save that. Okay, so we want to show it on a login. We want to show it on the login, so we can come back to the login here. This is the login. So this one we can the login we can use for now. We can use single chart scroll, or we can use we can just pass the column for now, and then here we pass app logo, like this. Size, we don't pass the size, but let's say with the title true. So if I save that, go back to this one, and then try to reload, you can maybe restart. This is a hot reload, but you can also do restart. Restart the app. So if I go back to the app, looks like the phone went off. We want to restart to see what we get in here. Okay, so if you click go get started, you see now this is what you get. This is the logo, but you see that the logo is not in the middle. So this depends if you want to show the logo. Let's say we don't want to show the title here. The title, let's say to false. If you reload, title is gone. But now we can choose here. Let's say I want to show the logo in center because we don't want to use center there. We don't want to use center in here. Okay, so if I save that, reload, but since this is column, you can also make sure that everything, you ask everything to go in the center. By default, it's in the center. So if I reload that, let's see what we get. Let's try to do center like that, reload. Oh, that center is actually something else, but here we can do, we can, let's pass the mini, where's the logo? Return, yes. From here, we can do max, let's say mini, to set to make sure that it's smaller. It doesn't take the whole size. Max align center. Nope. Main size. Main size to main dot mini like this. Yeah. Now it's following the size. It's not taking the whole size. Okay, so this is it for the logo. So it just depends on how you want to show it. But this is the basic. We didn't pass the size. You see that we didn't pass the size, automatically set the size according to the screen size. So, okay. So that means even from, we can use this even app bar, we can use this, use this anywhere you want to show it this app logo. All right. We want to now to, we can work on, the text infield. So we want to start now designing text infill. But before that, I want to show you we can pass, or we can go to, we want to go to register. So we want to add a navigation here, link, so that can help us go to different screens. All right. So back to our login here. Couple of things you can do here. You can also maybe set the font size a bit, size, so maybe to 60 because it's too small. So maybe 60, not 600. And then down here, we will have much to add, but right now we just want to add navigations. We can add, let's say, for example, let's say navigation links. Okay, text button. On click, register. So for child, you can do text. Go to register. This one doesn't exist. You can import that, and then we can also add like another forgot password, and also navigate to forgot password. So if I save that and reload, this is what we get there. So you just can go to login, but if also to register. So you can also, I can copy the same, this one, go to register here. So you want to also to hit that to go back. You can also use column and back. Oh, column, and we want to have that text material UI. and this one. We can remove this, change this one. Okay, so we can, if it's register, we can say the text could be maybe back to login. Let's say, for example, already have an account and login. So if I save that from here, okay, to review our app, so we got now from the registration, you can now go back to login here and go back to register. Okay, that is how we can navigate to different different screens. So forgot password. Now also we got here forgot password, but let's go and complete to the rest. If you see, we need also to we also need app bar. App bar. We just app app title. App title. So we can have a text here. Let's say, for example, this is the login. Let's say, for example, welcome back. Welcome back. Stuff like this. So we can can style this. Do style. Can do text. Do text theme. No. Theme of context, text, and you can take headline to the small one. If I save that, you want to see that headline. You want to see that. Welcome back. This is the login. So if we can, what else we want to do? We can also add some space here. I'm just adding this one because we are going to move back, to the rest of the screen. And let's do 32. So I can copy this. I go to register here and I can replace this one here. So here I can do, can say, for example, create an account and forgot password. Forgot password is here. So forgot password. We can also use a column and here and this one we can use it looks like material UI. We need to use material UI instead of that. Okay, I can do forgot password. Okay, and here we can have a way, we can add a way to return to login. Navigation links, let's say, for example, back to login. Nope. Import this. Import. Make sure to import getter. I can do back to login. Back to login. Sorry. So this is the same thing. We can copy, just copy the whole thing to redo also the reset password. Reset password is here. We can just copy and replace this one here. Import material UI, import get a material, and this one is going to be reset password. And make sure to change this one because I saw the title was saying login. Change this one to forgot password. Okay, so here we can correct a little bit. We can do maybe back to login. I don't know what you want to show there, but you can here can be, this could be reset password or back to login. Yeah. So if now restart restart the app, we want to see the change. So we want to see if we still have something to do with the links, or what we have to do next. Go to home. This is welcome back. This is the welcome screen, and register. Already have an account. Forgot the password. Back to login. So for reset password, you want to see it because that one you want to you will want to see once you send you the email successfully, we redirect you automatically to that reset password. But this is it for links linking between the screens. Between the screens, the only thing here I see that you are missing a logo here. You can go to register. We need to add the logo. You can add app logo. App logo. You can pass with the text. Nope. Let's say false, and the size, let's say 60. So if you save that, everything is now working perfectly. Okay, this was it for linking the screens between login, register, forgot password, and the rest of the screen, and also set up a reusable app bar, and also set up a reusable app logo. So please like the video, and in the next video we are going to add we are going to start now building the login and the registration inputs. All right, so let's start with the login first, the inputs. So we can go back to let's fix this. I can close some of this to save memory, and this one. So just keep the login. Okay, so from here I can get rid of this one. We don't need that. Okay, from here we we need now a couple of stuff here. We need to get a form. First of all, we can create some variables, or some variable can create, let's say size. Says maybe size equal to 32. Sorry. Also, we can do email. Email controller is equal to. We want to use. We will use a form state, a global key. But for now, this email, and also we need finally. So we also need password. Password, and we can also do finally form key is equal to global key form state. This will help us to validate. We can maybe let's create also theme. Create also theme is equal to theme of context for to get the dark and light mode. So if we want to implement that, I would like to create a video on how to do that. But for this one, we're just going to focus on designing the authentication UI UX. Okay, this is what we got so far. What else do we need? We need validation. We will use validation to validate our input. Okay, so first of all, we need to show our input first. Before even everything else, we need to show our input first. We can go to, I want to show you my pubs. I want to show the dependencies we have. So make sure you get some of these dependencies ready for you, so that you can go along together. Okay, so now you can see instead of this, I can just use that size. That size or box size. What's the name again? box size. The one you created up here. Oh, size box. So you can use this instead. Replace this one instead. What is the matter? Oh, we can remove this. We will work on that. Okay. We want to show form. We can do expanded. I want to use expanded since we got a couple of things, a couple of input. So we're going to use input. So we want to use expanded. They can also use center. Okay, so center, we want to now use form. Can use form. And for key, we want to pass that key. For, let's say, a key is equal to form key. So we want to pass all this input. The input we just got here, remove this one. Yeah, all input was passed automatically. So I can save that. You see that we have expanded and then center and form, and then we pass our key. And the rest now just pass columns again inside. And we got email and password. So if we don't have any style yet, so if I save that, we go back to our application. Yeah, this is what we get. So the rest now we can try to play around with the rest. You can see what is happening. So we can go ahead and play around with the rest. Okay, first of all, we can fix this issue. The main issue we have here is the padding. For this one, since we know that the input meant to get a bit messy, so we can maybe wrap this in we can wrap this in padding first of all. Yeah, we can wrap the column with padding. So let's wrap this with padding to get space between. Let's say padding, for example, padding all, say 24. If I save that, another way is you can also resize it if you want, but I don't mind about that. So if I say we get that small like this, but we still have to do more. Okay, another thing is if it's that error you see, this error you see here, we back to login. This error you see when the input, so we need to correct that. That when you try to open the input, so we need to open that. We can use constraint box. We can use, first of all, the the padding can add it even before, but it's fine actually. We can just go ahead and use. We can use first of all. Let's use single child scroll for this single child scroll view. So to help us scroll. So for this one, instead of using this, I can remove this one for now and add the padding, because also this one also get padding. So I can use padding to 24 because that list also got the single child also got padding. And next we can maybe wrap this again in constraint. So wrap in a constraint box. Constraint box, and then we can pass maybe, let's say, constraint, let's say 400. That's correct. Okay, so if I save that, we want to see again if you're still getting the same errors if you try to open. But what I would like to do first of all is to restart. We don't have the errors. What I'd like to do is to restart the app to get the new UI. And this one we will fix. We will handle this. You see that if you open this, we need to add in this one. We don't need to show this one here. All right, let's go and do that. I can stop the app and do again Flutter clean and Flutter run, because we want to get the new update so that we can now go ahead and fix the rest of the things and design a little bit our input field. All right, so the app is running now. The app is back. This is what we got now for the login, but we got a couple of adjustments to do here. First of all, we can remove this one. Let's see. We can make sure this one goes inside. We want to, you can copy. Let me show you what I want to do. Can copy this one and this, add them inside here. Expanded, and we have column. We can add them here, doesn't matter. Add them here, so give space, size box. And that size box we have, the size we have there. So I try to reload now to see, because we want to have some space between. Now we have space. So for the bottom two, we can also make sure that maybe it's also inside here, so that it's move along with the input field. So we can copy this one, all of these guys, and inside the column, go to space and add them here. So save that to reload again. You see again, this is what you get. So if I try to open that, you see only this one appear. So we can also fix this. For this one, we know where it's coming from. You know that you have to go to app and authenticated app menu layout. So our footer, we know the footer is here. So instead to show them here, show it here, we can remove this, remove it. So we pass the individual, we pass to a component. So because we want to be scrollable, so we can pass them here. You can pass size, and pass this guy here. So import them. So if I reload, what do we get? Reload this, we have it still here. And if I try to open, you see that it's not showing anymore. So we can repeat the same process to the rest of the screen, but we will do that in future. For now, this is just fine. We can also fix this. If we go to take app bar, this is app bar. So if you can try to center from here to make sure that everything appear on the center from here. If it doesn't work, you can try to we can try to change here. Also, the footer, we don't need to have much long text there for footer. So if the text is too much, it won't appear nice. So what I mean is this text here. If it is too long, it will appear this way. So it will find a way to cut it. Another way is we can go to app footer. This is the text. We can add also a line center to make sure that it appears in the center. Now it's the center, so but it's still long. So this depends if you want to cut it. Can also put it very small, vertical. The size is disable body smaller, but this is actually even smaller. Okay, so but this is it. this is it for the login. You see now everything is fine, but we just need to design a little bit. This is not even a hard job. I want to show you how we can handle this. So we can go back to the, this is the login actually. So this is the text input. This is our text input, text field, text form field. So we need to do the decoration. All right, so to start this, we can go here. We got a decoration already. Input decoration. We can we got a label, but we can also add border. Let's say border is equal to outline. We can do outline border, and we can pass few things here: border border radius, and border radius dot circular. We can pass to maybe 12. And what else can you pass there? That's fine. We can pass prefix, seal decoration. Here we can pass if you want to pass the validation, is fine, but we don't want to do that now. For validation, so that means you can pass the different things. We will do validation different way. I'll show you how we can do that. But we can just do prefix. Show prefix icon. Icon can do icon dot email outline like this. That is for prefix. We can also use keyboard type. Keyboard type can do type text input dot text input type dot email address. What else can you do here? I think that's correct. That's correct here. And for email, we can do the same thing. We can repeat the same thing, which is the decoration 12, and also use the prefix. And for keyboard, we can also use obscure to true. Obscure to true is just to add in email, add in the password, sorry. Okay, so for validation, first of all, we want to see this. I want to save this and reload to see what we got so far. This is what we got, and we got the email and also the password. So for password, if I try to start typing here, I see that is hiding. Okay. For email also is here, but email we need to validate. We will validate the email. Okay. What else can we do here? We can replace this, remove that, doesn't matter. Okay, for this, this size, we got box size here. If you want, we can maybe show two. Let's say show two of this one here. For the button, let's yeah, for button, let's show two. If you show two, so that means this we get much space here. Get start. You see, we get big space here, but we need a button first. We need to add the button. We can do elevator button in this. Just to be clear, in this video, I'm not going to implement. We're not going to implement the GetX for to handle the authentication, all of that. We will do that in the next video. So we have elevated button, and on press we just have nothing. On press we have nothing. We will handle the form state. So let's reload that. What you get This is the button. But the way we want to show the button, how do you want to design the button? We can so to make it full, to make this button full here, it looks small. So to make that full, you have to. We can use box, wrap it to the box, and because this one follow the body, the body of the parent. So if you put the body full, so this will follow the body of the parent full wide. So if you're now, sorry about that. If you now go back, reload, now this will get. We can do decoration a little bit of the button if you want. We can go to the button and do some, sorry, style. Style could be elevated. Elevated button, no, elevated dot style form. I want to see if AI can help speed up this. Vertical, rounded. To padding. Padding to cons. Padding, let's do 16. Or if you do semantic, symmetrics, horizontal, or vertical, maybe 16 of 10. That's correct. And sharp, rounded, and border radius to 12. That's correct. We want to do background there. So if you see what we get here, this is what we get here. Is a bit bigger. So if you want to set the background, you can do background set to premium color. So that means you have also to change the text color. So if you save that, reload, you get the color, the premium color. But I don't know if this is a premium color or secondary color. Color container. Let's see the container color. So that means they come the same color. No, this is the container color. It's fine actually. Okay, so this is for button. If you click here, nothing will happen. You also have to validate if you want to do validation. Okay, we can go ahead and do the validation. But before validation, we can see the rest of the buttons. If you want to handle, if you want to correct them, we can at the bottom here, first of all, we can maybe correct this. You see that we are doing manually to redirect to the router. But what you can do is you can do app. You can also do app route dot register. So we go to register. If you take app route, this is the app route, the class. So we want to take this register. This is what we're doing here. We're not doing something special. And if you want to go to this one, you can just do the same thing. App route forgot password. So that means that if you save here, you don't have to. If you save here, we save the name here, the path. You don't have to go manually change all over the application. So you can just handle this automatically. So that means that the rest of the place we will handle that. If you go to app bar, sorry, app logo, we can handle this. I want to show you how you handle this and do app, what is it again? App route, app route dot home, app route dot home. We got home. I believe so. Yeah. Because this one is supposed to go where? It's supposed to go to home or yeah. App route dot home like this. So we can import that. Yeah. Okay, so the rest you can see that the rest is just the same thing. Yeah? So we just have to add, if it is login, is registration, we just have to change this to registration, add some more input fields. But first of all, we need to work on the validation first. All right, so for validation, we need to create a class. So we need to create a class which can use now to validate the input fields. So we can go to minimize this one. All right, you can go to core from lib or library. You can go to go and utils. So from here, I need to create a class. So I can call it validate or validators dot validators dot that. So we need to create a class to validate the data. Sorry. So I can also use AI. You can use AI to speed up. Create a class to validate input fields. Okay, let's see. We don't want to do it that way. But okay, the class is validators. So static. Nope, this is not correct. We have static validators is fine. So we can do static. Static validate email. Validate email. Yeah. So validate email, we can do string. The email we get string. This method will get string, and then we do if the value is equal to nil or is empty, we return. So another way you can also do dot trim. You can do dot trim and then it's empty. So if you remove the space and check if it's empty, except space to check if it's empty space. If it's empty, return please enter an email. So we can also validate. So we do regex to validate the email. So to check if email is actually correct. Yeah. And if it doesn't match, we return please enter a valid email address. We can also do validate let's say validate password. Password class. Let's see. So AI can generate also this one. Static says string validate password. String if it's not if it doesn't exist or it's just empty space, we return please enter valid password, and if it's less than 6, so we can return that. So we can also add regex here to add like require maybe character, special character, whatever, but for now we just keep it as simple as this. Confirm password. Confirm say confirm password. Okay, so confirm password, what we do is we take the password. We're supposed to have original password. Let's see. Yeah, we supposed to have an original password. So we take the original password. If the original password is if it match, return. If it doesn't match, return error. We can also do validate email. Let's say validate name. Validate name. So we can do whatever you want here. Validate name. If it's not there, you return name. So validate phone number. Validate, let's say validate verification code. We can also validate verification code. So we can add much here. Right, so this is the class. So we want to reuse this class here. So remember, we put this class in the utils. This is within a core folder. And then if I save that, go back to login here. So we want to use that class. Here we can call validate, and do validate, and we do validator. We can now use validator class here. Let me see my note. Okay, can do validator, validators. That's the name for the class. And dot, this is password, dot password, validate password. Yeah. Validate password. So we're just going to pass the password here. So where's the password? Actually, let's see how we are going to handle this. First of all, we need to see how we can display the errors. All right. So I just clean up I clean up this one a little bit. Validation to fix the pattern and return proper message, because the one was there was generated by AI. Yeah. So just try to clean it up a little bit, but everything is still the same. So you can just go ahead and follow along this one. Okay. So here, this is an example. Default usage, yeah, usage or usage of this validation. For I can do so it can do value. So this is a function, a value. So the function is about to take a value and then it's supposed to return an error message. Let's say, for example, if I save this, I save this one and I reload. I want to show you that I want to get any error. Our phone actually is off. We want to get an error. So even if I click, you don't get an error, because this guy here expect a function, function. So if you see validation, this is our method. So this is what we're supposed to return here. So that means that if here I don't need to pass anything, I'll just call our class, validate class, and then pass our function. So by default, automatically we will append this the value to this one here. That's the password, this one here. So even the email too, this is the email. This is the email. So I can just go ahead and add the validation and pass the email. So automatically you pass the input here. So you don't need to pass whatever, because this is a static class. So automatically we just pass upon the rest of the things there, the params there. Okay, the argument. So we can scroll down. I want to test that validation. This is what I'm trying to see here. So to test that validation, this is the button, login. Yes, this is the login. So to test that, we can use form key. Remember, the form key is the one top here, the one you created. So form key, we can form key and then the current state dot validate. So to check if it's empty, form key current state dot validate. So to check if it's empty, and let's see. Yeah, we can just check if the current state is empty, or can check empty or false. But the left operator can't be nil, so the right operator is never executed. Oh, okay. So we forgot about that. Okay, so if it's fine, we can we want to put if it's okay, so we can just if it's okay, we can just redirect to the home page, to our home page. But what we can also do something like maybe wait a minute and then redirect to a home page. But we don't want to do that. We just want to uh, go to home page. So I can save that and reload. Maybe restart. Try to restart the app. So if you see our application is here. Okay, now go to welcome screen, to home page. Login. So if I want to see the validation. So I don't want to put anything in there for now. I can actually interact from the phone. I just press the button. Now we can get that error messages here. So if I try to type anything in here, just some stuff, and try to paste, you can see that please enter a valid email address. So you can confirm that that message is coming from our validation. This is our validation. If I just save that, put some dot there and reload. Okay, try to put just some anything there. So you see, we didn't reload. So we need to reload that class. Let's try to restart. Oh, where did I put that? Oh, this is different. If there is no email, but here if there is email but is not valid email, that's the thing. So let's go to welcome screen. This welcome screen. Go to, come on. Yeah, this is the email. So I can try to put anything in there and try to submit. Now you see that message is coming here. So I can remove that, save it, load, try again, try to submit again, email address, put anything, try again. Now the message is coming from there. So let's try to put like a proper email. Let's say, for example, me@me.co. If I try that, see that the validation will be fine. The validation passed. If I try now the password, I try 1, 2, 3, 4. Now get password must be at least 6 characters, and that one is coming from here. If you scroll to the password, this is the one, and if you can put some dot here to see if is the message really coming from there. Yeah, try again. me@me.com, and so try to submit. That message is coming from there. So if you try now to put maximum password, you see now. Okay, now we are being redirected to the home page. So that's successfully. The rest we can actually work on the rest. So for example, once when the user is typing and if it's correct, show the green. So we can handle the rest after. But this is the basics. The basics and well organized code we can actually use in a production app. Okay. So this is it for the login. So you see that the login is actually there. For these buttons, if we can maybe try to style it a little bit, let's do style. What is it, the text? What is the style here? I don't even remember. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, and we can maybe do background. Background. Can you set background here? The sharp background color, but we don't want to use this because we want to see difference between difference between the main button and the rest one. So I can just copy this style and also add here, add this one here. So another way you can remove this, you can improve this code, just remove and pass as nope, not like JavaScript. Oh, let's see. I can remove this and also remove that curly bracket here. Yeah, I want to pass this. Like I want to remove the curly bracket because it's just one line of code, so we don't really need that. Of course, this one. Yeah. So everything is still fine. Still going to work. So if I reload that and go back to app, the button are there. You can maybe do something if you want. You can wrap them in line. You can wrap them in line because they are not that long. Uh, let's see. You don't have an account to register, so you save that. But sorry, what I really want to do is we can do horizontal to maybe, so instead to do vertical horizontal, I can do just dot all, all, let's maybe pass 10. Oh, 10. 10 is better. Pass like this. Okay, I'm trying to spend the time here because the rest of the things we're just going to copy. We're just going to copy this and duplicate them to the rest of the screens. That's why I'm trying to improve here so that the rest doesn't matter. Okay, but this is not that bad. We can improve it. We can clean it to make sure that it looks very beautiful. If you want the button, we can actually give it color. We can give color to the button, but for now, we can go ahead and duplicate this for the rest of the screen. So you can go ahead and try this. I'll see you in the next video. All right, so what I did here is just copy and I just duplicated the login screen to register, forgot password, reset password, and also yeah, all of that one. But if you see that input still the same, you can save this and reload. This is the login. So if you go to register, this is the register, but you see still have the same thing. So we just need to clean up a little bit. So I just wanted to show you if you're having trouble with that. So here we're just going to add create an account, and we need to have a name. So this is going to be as a name. First of all, before even that, we need to start from top here. You see that we have email and password. Guess what? What do we need here? So we need finally we need a name. You need the name controller. We need what again? We need confirm password. Confirm password. So these are the two things, the only two things you need to add here. So here we need to add name name. So AI can complete that. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, I didn't complete it. Say name. Yeah, name text field. Yeah, validate name. That's correct. And this is the password. Password. And let's say, do you need a space between? We will see if you need a space between. Confirm password. Confirm password. So if I save that, reload, we don't have any error. This is the register. Now we have name, password, and confirm password. So we can also test the confirm password. Oh, down we got something here to correct. Here we need to change here to register. So the text, the button, the style, we can it can be, let's see, dot primary surface color, maybe surface color, no, surface. If I reload that, we're supposed to get the color for the theme color. Let's see. Nope. Which one is the theme color again? I don't remember which one is it. Primary color, primary fixed color. I'm trying to see to figure out which one is to get the but if you want, I don't know, I don't remember, to get the primary color, secondary color, primary color. Why primary color is not working? Why is not showing the primary color? This is not the primary color. If you see the image, oh, we can't even see that. But it's fine. We can change the color wherever you want. So, but if you change that, make sure that to set the, if you put that color, make sure to change this, the text color here to white, because this color, it won't work. Yeah, it want to show the text color. So if you are reloading now, the text is supposed to be white, yeah, like this. So you can also play around with this one. And then another thing is we need to add this text here. We need to add this button here. So for that also we can use also validation. You can choose to use validation or just you pass the text here or directly. Here, where do we need to add that? We can add, let's say, agree checkbox. Let's see, AI can speed up that. AI is not able to fix that, so we need to work on that. Okay, we can do. We want to use the wrapper. Let's see if I ask AI to use. I say use wrapper. This wrap to show checkbox and link to link to terms and another link to privacy. Let's see. Sometimes you have to give AI idea for what you need to do. But if you can expand this, you can add expanded to avoid errors. So let's try to reload it. It's not that best. It's not that the best. So we must work on it. Yeah. I told you must work on it. It's not that the best. Okay, so what we need to do here, we can use the expanded. So we have child. Child. We can set cross. Let's say cross axis alignment to center. So we can do wrapper cross alignment to center. Okay, that's correct. What else do you need to do here? So we need to have children. We need to have children. We can have gestion. This first one, we can remove this one. What can we do there? Okay, we can have text. Let's have text first. The rest we will have it later. The first one is agree to the term. Agree to the. Remove this because we will need to play around with the links. Agree to the. And then so we can now add another text. This text, this is the one now we will add. Yeah, we will add that to go to the link. But we don't want to do this. Instead, we want to do gestion detector and on top because of the space on top. Yeah, because if you add the button in here, we should have that. We will have that issues. The space is not that enough, and we also need to do gestion detector and pass on top like this. Okay, so now in this case, we can navigate without issue, but we have to also to check we said here expanded. We want to see which one is going to happen. But first of all, where we can add we can wrap this in a row. This one, actually, yeah, we can wrap this in a row like this. I can wrap this in a row and then add the checkbox here. Checkbox. Okay, add checkbox here. So let's try to save that and reload. Let's go to our app. Okay, we have the checkbox. So you have the checkbox. If I click term and condition, it takes us to the term and condition. If I press on this one, but we must show user that this is clickable. So you can show different color. So we can do. Okay, we can see we have color. We can. This is a which color is it? Bold is small, but we can do question mark with this one just conditional to check if it doesn't exist. So let's do decoration. Decoration text underline to show user that this is clickable, and also color. Nope. We can pass color to theme color primary. Nope. I don't even know which primary color is showing here. I don't know. Another thing is we haven't set the color, so we're having that trouble of getting the right color. This is the default color this guy is showing us. Right, so we can do again here. We dot with them. Sorry, that one. Sorry about that. With copy. I copy with so we can pass decoration with the color primary. So color primary, we haven't set any color for our app, so we must also specify the color. So this could help us. Let's see what we get here. This is not correct. We have to see where the last one, this one, this term and condition. Oh, I see. This one don't need to do anything. It's just fine. Just leave the default text. We don't need to do anything at all. So if I reload that, you don't need to do anything about with this one, term and condition, and the last one. So that means we need to add, copy this one and replace it here. So do this, yeah, save that, reload, and now we get that this one here. So this can indicate to the user that we need to click here to go. But we can also give a little bit of space up, so that it doesn't disturb user, or doesn't yeah, give the space here between the input and the term and conditions to help user type properly between here. Yes. If you see the original one we also got some space here. So this depends on how much space you are giving. Sorry. So the space, you see that space, you can manage it from here. So that means I can give here 20, or I can give 22 space. So it's not that much for now. Let's see. Yeah, now the space is not that much. So if I try to click, now get these errors, please confirm please confirm your password, please enter password. So I get all of these things. But we can now just for now we can play with this button. So we want to make sure that this is only clickable if user checked on if user agreed to the term and conditions. All right, agreed to terms and conditions. So to do that, we can up here we can actually create another variable. We can create another variable here. I can do boolean and agreed to terms is equal to false. Oh, agreed to terms like this is equal to false. So I can take this variable, go take it down here where we are doing agree to the terms and condition. Here. Okay, so we can pass this variable here. Okay, on click we just set it to true. We can do something like can do on change. On change, you can do set state. But if you do set state, we must change this input, this class, so we can convert it to stateful widget. So now down here, you see now we can use now the set state, because set state is only for stateful widget. So if it's not the agreed term is equal to, if the value is not true, we set to, if it's true, we set to false, or not, if it's set to false. Okay, so we can save that, but we won't see anything until we scroll a little bit down here. Where is your register? This is the one. So the first thing is inside here we want to check here. First of all, you see that we Oh, actually, we can wrap this. We can wrap this if agree to a term. Like if I agree to the term and then pass, we do the rest in here. It's also a smart way. But for now, if I save this to reload, let's restart because we changed also the state for the widget. And let's try to restart the app. Restarting the app. Okay, let's go back to. We haven't worked on our welcome screen. We will work on that in our next episode. So we can go to register. Okay, so if I try to click, nothing will happen here. If you can click, that nothing will happen. It will happen. But if I agree to this, we got an issue. That checkbox. The checkbox. I think we have an issue with this here. How are you handling this here? Okay. Agree to the term. This checkbox is equal to false by default. And are you seeing an error? Let's try to reload. Restarting. Okay, let's go back to login. Go to register. Try to. Okay, the app just restarted. I think it crashed. So what I need to do is I need to restart the app to clean up and rebuild again. Okay, just give it a second. So we need to clean up and rebuild again. Looks like it crashed. Okay, let's clean up, Flutter clean and run. So this will take a couple of seconds or minute. All right, so what I did is just clean up a little bit. So don't want to spend much time explaining. So the thing is, we just try to move a little bit this from inside the builder to up here. Okay, and also add a comment to help you see what we have so far. This is what we have. It's still the same thing. So for the term and the condition, the checkbox, so still the same thing we have. Sorry, and also the button registration button and this one, yeah, this one. And also we corrected this one to add what is the login. Yeah. So if I reload, you want to reload so that you can see what we got there. Yeah. I see the same thing now. The checkbox is working. So if I try it is not working, please agree to the term and condition. So this is we also use the GetX to just show you pop up the error. Yeah. So you see right now here we just what we have before just checking if it exists, but we can check if it doesn't exist. Else we can just do get.snackbar. But snack bar and agree to the term and condition. Please require agreement required. Please agree to the term and condition. If you want to show it on the top, you can show it, but right now you just show it on the bottom. And if you reload that, you get that error. If you click, you get that error here. So if I agree to that or check that, and you get now this error message. Okay, so we can now go ahead and put, but we want to see where it's going to redirect us. So it's going to redirect us back to home page. Yeah? So I can try to go to create an account. Say me at me.com. Just anything, any email. Oh, that's the name first of all. That's supposed to be a name. And me at me.com. So if you save that, it's just going to redirect you to home page. So if you, for example, I can try to validate one by one. So if you try to go here, see the password does not match. So if you remove that last number back to home page, you can also try if there is no name. We get please fill the name and try Shabani. Shabani, and that's correct. If there's no email, if I remove at, we get an error. That's not valid email. So if I add at and try, that's correct. So that this is it. Is it for registration and the login? So the rest is very simple for you. I'm sure you guess what to do for the next one. Next one is just to duplicate the same thing. Yeah, let's go and do that. Right. So let's go work on forgot password. This is forgot password screen. So we can go to forgot password. This is the one. Can close this and this one, and also close this one. Okay. The text you're just going to say that forgot your password. Forgot your password. Okay, and we can have space, another space, and here we can do text to text. Enter your email address. We'll send you a link to reset the password. That's correct. Yeah. So if you want, you can install the text. We don't want to install it. Okay. So we don't need password. We don't need this one. We can remove this guy. So we're just going to have elevated button, and we check. Yeah, it's just going to have this one. So if you go up here, we don't need this one. Yeah, what else? That's it. So if you reload that, you want to see the reset password. This is the reset password. If you want, you can set text on the mid on center. We can correct this. So this is about designing. So we are trying to do our best to design. We can do align, text align center. Yeah. So if you also want the password title also could be text align center. So this one you can center, or you can add just a little bit size, or box size to maybe 10, to give maybe 8. That's fine. But you can do const. Yeah. So if you reload that, this is what you get here. Okay, so we don't need at the bottom. We only need the send email and the back to login. So we don't need this one. So we can go to bottom here. We don't need register. but we don't need this one. And we can change this one to 1. Back to login and dot login. Yeah. So if we, where is this one? Yeah. So here, you can say send reset link. We can go to reset password. Yeah. So if I reload that, you want to see what we get in there. Please enter email. So I can try to enter email me@me.com, and if I try to send, now we are now at reset password. So we can work on this one. Okay, so for this one is here. If I save this, we don't have we just have the default one. We need to work on this one. So this is the reset password. So for reset password, we can also clean up this one. We don't need email. We don't need email. Yeah, we choose a new password and reset password, and we can do const size it box 8 and text nope, choose a strong password. Choose can't even type properly. Choose a new password. Yeah, like that. All right. So save that, and text is also center. So if you save that, but this is a password. So confirm password. Confirm password. Confirm password. Come on. It's just the same thing here. So we're just going to have confirm password. And password, we don't need email. We can, I think we only need a confirm password. Finally, confirm password, and this is the one we're going to pass for confirm password. This one, controller, confirm password. Yeah. This is correct. So we can reset password, and we can remove one box here. We don't need this, but we can jump maybe to back to login. I don't know. Back to confirm password. Yeah, maybe back to login. Back to login. So login. Okay, and if you log in, if your password is updated successfully, we go there. So this is going to be new password like this, and confirm password. So if I save that, reload, I want to see what you get in there. Yeah, so new password and confirm password. So we can just add a little bit of space. You can see that we need space between the button and this one. So you can save that, go back, reload. Yeah. Okay, so we got now the reset password. Choose a password, reset password. So back to login. This we just jump back to login. All right. Thank you for watching. My name is Shaban Muswamba, and see you in the next episode. So in the next episode, we'll work on creating models, setting up controllers, GetX controllers, interact with the APIs to start making a request to our backend. So for the backend, we are going to set Node.js and also set Laravel. All right. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and also like our video. Consider joining our membership to support us so that we can help you better. See you in the next episode. Thank you.
Right, that's it for now, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Do stay subscribed for more.